So Warner has managed to get themselves sued, and the company suing, which would be a partner of Warner, by the way, they are demanding immediate judgment. Warner makes things worse, by the way, attacking their business partner in the media. There have been a lot of reports that their partners, they get attacked behind the scenes as well. This is a huge mistake, compiled on the other mistakes that Warner has been making. I mean, after all, this is a company over the last 25 years that has paid Warner Brothers $4.5 billion, that's right, billion with a B, to produce and distribute nearly 100 films. So basically, they're shortchanging them in the immediate, not thinking what's going to happen the next time they have something to make. This, by the way, is not the first time that they've had litigation by a partner group come up, and maybe doing this repeatedly, going after actors, crashing franchises and on. That should be a warning sign. Oh, we are going to talk about this today. Fun times, huh? Fun times indeed. Oh man, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And you have to wonder how the partner group Discovery, you know, the one that is merging into Warner, sees all of this mess. I mean, they keep talking about this streaming behemoth that they're creating, one that will be able to trade blows with the likes of Netflix and Disney seemingly overnight because of all the value and all the franchises that they have, while mismanaging some of the biggest money-making franchises the world has ever seen. We're talking about Harry Potter with Fantastic Beasts, talking about Aquaman with all the blowback that we've seen, and now, well, we're talking about Matrix. Now, as far as this Matrix lawsuit is concerned, I want you to imagine this from the underwriter perspective. You've put in tens of millions of dollars. That's from the $150 million production budget, $150 million more for advertising, because it's a Matrix movie after all, only to see that they've created an inferior product. And on top of that, they decide to simultaneously release it on HBO Max so they can keep the lion's share of profits. That's not going to make you happy, right? That is exactly what their partner group is saying, too, noting that Matrix Trilogy is one of the most successful and iconic film franchises of all time. And I mean, really think about how much money it's made, with the original 3 films earning over $2 billion, again, billion with a B, roughly 2 decades ago. I mean, think about that in today's money. Now, like I said at the beginning, Village Roadshow, the partner group here, they've invested over $4.5 billion into Warner Brothers. They've underwritten over 100 movies and counting, and this is what they have to say about what Warner Brothers is doing. Quote, Village Roadshow's copyright ownership gives it the most sought-after rights in Hollywood, the perpetual right to co-create, co-invest, and co-own the derivative rights to extremely successful tentpole films and franchises, as well as the right to honest accounting from its copyright co-owners. So, they're saying, where exactly has all of our money gone? As the distributor and co-copyright owner, Warner Brothers has a fiduciary duty to account to Village Roadshow for all earnings for the exploitation of the film's copyrights, not just those it cannot hide. Basically, you're using HBO Max to hide money. Well, you have to tell us about that, not just the ones that we see on the big screen. Moreover, Warner Brothers expressly agrees that they're not going to make sweetheart deals with their affiliates. Basically, they're not going to sacrifice revenue to boost up subscribership for something like HBO Max. And yet, according to their partner group here, that is exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it to the benefit of themselves and the detriment of their partners. Quote, Warner Media benefits by driving up the value of its subsidiary, just as Warner Media prepares to spin off and merge with Discovery, all while providing zero benefit to Village Roadshow, talent, and other partners. Basically, you're going to drive up your cost, you're going to make this sweetheart deal with Discovery, and and you're going to leave us holding the bag. Now, this document, by the way, it's over 50 pages. And typically when you get something like that, you have a lot of repetition. The arguments, they get lost. Oh, but not here. Here you have the partner group Village Roadshow's laying out an effective argument. They say, as part of the Warner Brothers scheme, Matrix Resurrection, which should have been an incredibly valuable sequel to Matrix Trilogy, Warner Brothers rushed its release date from 2022 to 2021, precisely so it could release the film on HBO Max on the same day and date as its theatrical release as part of Project Popcorn. Now, the head of HBO Max actually acknowledged that releases like The Matrix Resurrection have helped service acquire subscribers, reduce churn, and drive viewers on other content on HBO Max. These films have been very helpful in acquisition and more helpful in retention than we could have ever seen or hoped. Now, Warner Brothers' sole purpose in moving the release date of Matrix Resurrections forward was to create a desperately needed wave of year-end HBO Max premium subscribership from what it knew would be a blockbuster film, despite knowing full well that it would decimate the film's box office revenue and deprive Village Roadshow of any economic upside that Warner Brothers and its affiliates would enjoy, especially as compared to 2020's exclusive theatrical release. Literally, Warner Brothers agreed to allow its sister company to stream Village Roadshow's tentpole film on the same day of its theatrical release for no additional revenue, so its sister company could increase its subscribers and subscription revenue with the additional benefit of boosting its parent company's stock. No other company did anything of the sort. Notice that there. No other company did anything of the sort. No one else would do this to us. Now, instead of making things better on their end, Warner Brothers, they do what they always do, and they've done this to other investors, by the way, over the last 2 years, to actors and on. They attack this group. That's a bad move, by the way. $4.5 billion invested in your company. Where else are you going to get that money? Well, apparently you're not going to get it from them. In fact, Warner's response to this, just like with, say, a Fantastic Beasts or an Aquaman 2, makes things much worse. And Village Roadshow, they're not having this. And they say, you know what? We want the judge to put the pedal to the metal on the whole thing. Let's get this done. Village Roadshow respectfully requests that the court expedite this action, granting Village Roadshow leave to file a motion of preliminary injunction, particularly lifting the complex litigation stay with respect to the motion and scheduling all briefing, expedited discovery, and hearings. Village Roadshow requests leave to file its motion of preliminary injunction with the court by March 7th, 2022. Basically, they want an answer. They want their money. They want ties severed to Warner Brothers. I mean, this move, like I said, it may have driven up stock prices there. They may think that they've done themselves a favor in the immediate, but just like Fantastic Beasts, just like Aquaman 2, they've messed up. They've messed up big time, and you know people behind the scenes, they have to know it. Let me know your thoughts on this, though. And as always, appreciate you. I can't say that enough. Thank you for being here. Want to help out the channel, by the way? There are links in the description. We could always use your help, too, so definitely check those out. But you being here, that is the biggest help of all. So thank you sincerely. I appreciate you, and I'm going to end here with a thank you again, and a see you soon.